What are you talking about?
You see those lines?
I don't know, Dante. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You mean the train rail?
Yeah.
I'm like, what you talking about? The train rail, I don't know. It's like,
It's right there.
it's on the ground. Oh, it is sunny out here this morning. Yes, it is. We are in North right now. We're heading into Kearney, of course. Get some water, cause y'all know these kids go through water like it ain't nothing. These people stay going through this light. It's ridiculous. It's like they need to put a nice 20 feet stop sign right there alongside with the light. This guy in front of us ain't know what he wanted to do. We don't go the long way just to get the view. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome along to Ride with Us. Yes, we're stopping at lights. We're not zooming through to go through the yellow. It is nice and sunny out here this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, we're about to ride through. Oh, look at the gas over here, $3.99. I was just over in Irvington, New Jersey, and then I was over in there we go. I was over in Irvington and I was over in Newark. Guys, gas was still averaging 4.39. What was it? I say 4.29 and 4.39. Irvington was what? What was Irvington? I got it on video. What was the cost of gas? I was talking about the cost of gas. Good morning. Good morning.
449.
Thank you for tuning in. 4.49. Oh, it's 4.39. It was 4.49 if you want to use your card. You know, if you use your card, it's 10 cents more per gallon. Over here, I think this is East North. We over here on McCarter Highway right here. I don't know why I blurred so badly, y'all. I'm so sorry. We over here in East North. Hello, hello. Lily Edwards, CF Means official. Please don't do the spamming. Off of McCarter Highway, it seems like the gas is a little bit cheaper. I should, make that little U-turn and go get some gas. I just got gas. What was it yesterday? Yesterday I got gas. I got the 45. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I got $45, and I was at a quarter of a tank again, and it got me almost to full. It was like that one big line before full. So that's why I got it with the $45. Geotech, YouTube, okay. If it's spammers in the comments, y'all don't mind them. I'm driving right now. I'll get to it in a second. Yeah, so we are right now going towards Kearney, New Jersey, where they doing big developments. Look at this. Look at this one right here. I can't make it up. You could not see that light wasn't a pure red before you tried to go through. Is your mic an airplane? No, it's not. But I'm actually driving. Let's see you. All right. Let's just get rid of this person. All right. Yeah, so we are in Kearney, New Jersey right now where they're doing some big developments here. And then we constantly talk about, especially in New Jersey, I'm going to speak about New Jersey. We talk about the cost of living that continues to rise. So when we see a lot of contractors coming in, make sure all my windows are up. There we go. That's much better. Hopefully y'all can hear me. When we see all the contractors coming in, I should have slowed down so y'all could have saw the little lot where they got all the little trucks and all of that, because they about to start building up. So when we see all the contractors coming in and stuff, and we start to see, hey Lily, thank you for tuning in. We start to see, a lot of building up, and then we talk about when it's time for the lease to be renewed, especially if you rent. When your year is up, your lease is about to be renewed, and we see the big increase. Your landlord talking about some, oh, we got to increase your rent because, property taxes done went up. Everything's going up. We got to increase your rent. Even though they have relief, because in New Jersey, homeowners actually have relief. I think they receive, I don't know how much it is. The state of New Jersey is a property tax relief check. And even with receiving that check, right, the rent still goes up regardless. This 403 over here was $3.99 back there for the gas. So we see all the project developments. I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing. I'm not gonna say it's a good thing either. It's like I'm in the middle because they look nice. We got this one here been building up for the longest. And I'm not for the longest. Yes, they're building up fast, but they've been building up for the longest, and they look nice. But I promise you, if you want to get into one of these, you can't have a large family. People, you cannot have a large family. You can definitely get into a 1-bedroom for a little $1,000 a month. I think most of these developments, they only go up to 2 and 3 bedrooms. It's nothing over that. And I think the max rent is maybe like $4,000 and change in a lot of those developments, depending on where you at. Right now, this is Kearney, New Jersey, and they make it so that the cost of your rent is gonna actually rely on the convenience as well, because you see the buildings that we just passed. Sorry, I'm going a little bit too fast. I ain't gonna hold up no traffic. I'll pull over in a second. We gotta pay for that convenience. You got a LA Fitness right here. You got a Marshalls over here. You got a nice community of a lot of stores over there. And then make sure y'all pressing the like button coming in. Thank you so much for the likes. Hi, hello, Lily Edwards, Fritz. I think that's Barbara. Thank you so much for coming in. I don't know what this person is saying. Thank you for pressing that like. We're gonna pull over in this lot. Y'all know I be going to BJ's, so eventually I'm gonna go on BJ's. But I want to show y'all something real quick. So as they're building up those buildings, right, we're paying for convenience as well. So if you do want to live in one of those luxury buildings, which way we gonna go first? Let's make this less.
Can we go to BJ's?
We are gonna go to BJ's. We are gonna go to BJ's. So if you're paying for convenience, you're gonna pay for if you want to walk. Because a lot of places, like if you live in the South and you live in the country, right, you got to drive everywhere. You ain't walking nowhere. In the public transportation, please, you can practically forget about it. The bus can be miles and miles away. So if you live like in the city, you're going to see things like this. A lot of project development, something that we just saw. Like I said, and if you want to live in an area, of course, you're going to pay for the convenience because we got something like, ain't nobody behind me. We got a hook and rail right here. A lot of restaurants. We got a K-Pot Korean right there. Then we got our famous Dollar Tree. We go to this one all the time. I might go here after I visit BJ's because I do need to get some water. Come on. I see you, girl. You look mad this morning. Good morning to you too, girl. I needed to go to Sam's Club this morning too, but you know what? I honestly didn't feel like driving. We got a 10 spot. We have a farmer's market. They just put this Old Navy over here. I want to go on the farmer's market though. And then you have Verizon. They put a nice little Panera Bread over here as well. And then we have a Urgent Care and a Sharon Williams Paint. But this not it. If you live in any of those luxury buildings that we just passed, the convenience that you would be paying for is all within a 5 to 10 minute walk from your home. We can also see a bit of downtown Newark, New Jersey, which is a bus ride away. They have a bunch of developments coming up too. They have a bunch of stores that's easily accessible as well. What did Fritz say? Went to Sam's Club and the prices are nuts. None of it. Exactly, Sam's Club, even BJ's, they don't sell like a large variety of things anymore. It's like everything is changing. Jamie, thank you so much for. Oh no, I thought you was checking in now. This is actually New Jersey. So right now I am in Kearney, New Jersey. It looks like North Carolina to you. So does North Carolina look a little bit? You in part of the city? let us know. Live in a country and it's a 50-minute ride one way with the $1.75 bridge toll. Wow. That is crazy. Yeah, I can't do no country living, y'all. I mean, I would love to, don't get me wrong, because like the rules and everything is differently. Even like when you're trying to grow your own food in certain parts of New Jersey, you can't even grow your own food freely. You can't even grow your own food freely. I had some stuff on my porch. I think it was this is last year, y'all. If people who don't grow their own food, they wouldn't have been able to tell that this was a food item. They gave me a few tickets. They said, "Oh no, you can't be growing nothing. You know, vegetation." They gave me a ticket for vegetation. Um, for I think it was two plants that I had on the porch, two pots that I had on the porch, and they gave me a ticket for vegetation. It was $100 and something last year for vegetation. So I had to take care of that. I had to take that off my porch and everything like that. Even when you come to the backyard, if the city, like we live in a city, so we got houses mad close to each other. So if the city for some reason goes into a backyard of your neighbors or see what you're growing back there, exactly. In the South, you can grow basically whatever you want. But where I'm at, if the city sees the things that you're growing, they will slap you with a ticket so bad you wouldn't even want to grow anymore. That's why it's great that you can grow things inside, but it's even better when you can grow outside. Um, yeah. But what was we talking about? So yeah, the cost of living is gonna go alongside with your surrounding area. So, like I said, we got the project developments, we got the stores building up as well. On the other side of this is a big parking lot. We just saw all of these stores over here, and then on the other side, I do hate going through this side of the parking lot because they don't even have a stop sign on this section over here, and the cars just be going through. It's right over there where y'all see this car at. They don't even stop. They just keep going. It's no stop sign for who to go straight and who to turn. It's ridiculous. It's like an accident waiting to happen. So you got to be real careful. I don't see no cars. So we definitely see Dante. You got to put your seatbelt on. We definitely see, why it costs so much to actually live in New Jersey. We are flat with big tax bills, unfortunately. Even if you rent, if you think you're not paying the taxes, like if you think it's cheaper to rent, it's really not. It's not cheaper to rent no more just because when them landlords, them owners, they're slapped with them property taxes. We actually are the ones paying for it when we see those big rent increases and stuff. It comes to us regardless. And my landlord, even though he's a great landlord, he don't go up too much on the rent. That's why I'm still at where I'm at. And he tried to work with us. We pay regular market rent. Yes, we are over that $2,000 mark, and it sucks. Especially with everything going up, it sucks. With the cost of rent going up, and then we got to think about things like childcare, and then it sucks as Americans. We got to think about the cost of food, groceries, for instance. You know. So we have the other side of the parking lot here. I gotta roll this window down a little bit, y'all, so it shouldn't sound too airy just because I'm not like driving fast. But if I do, just let me know in the comments down below. So we have the BJ's wholesale over here. Hopefully y'all can see that. It smells like pure gas out here. We have the BJ's wholesale. And then on the other side, this is the same parking lot, family. And then on the other side, we have all of these establishments over here. They're practically new. Let's just get a little closer so it's not too blurry. I got y'all. Once again, if you are just now tuning in, no public transportation. Oh, Miss Tonette, hello. Happy to see you here. No public transportation. Wow, that's one of the things. If you live in a country, you got to think about it. Like if you don't drive, like what are you gonna do? What happens when family and friends don't have the time to take you to the store? And then we got to think about delivery services. A lot of places, like in those areas, the delivery services, they're not even available. So then what? It really costs to live in a city. So let's see if we can get a little bit closer. So this is something that like these new developments that's coming up where they rent is almost $3,000, right? They can walk to these places. So you're paying for convenience, plus of course that little luxury apartment that was thrown together within a few months versus a year. So I can imagine how long it's gonna last too. So we have a discount. What is that? A discount liquors or something like that. We have this is called the Kearney Plaza. We have a Buffalo Wild Wings that they have over there. A Honey Grow that just opened up, and of course some people's favorite restaurant, which is a Chipotle. We're gonna get you guys stable. Have a Chipotle over there, and then one of those Sarq Japan. Let us know if any of y'all like any of these restaurants. And we have a Jersey Sub, the Jersey Mike. Out of all those restaurants I've eaten out of the Buffalo Wild Wings, they're okay, but they're expensive as crap. And then we have the Jersey Mike's. They're okay as well. They're expensive as crap. The Sarq Japan, I have not had anything from there. But that's just that side right there. And then we have the BJ's on the other side. Of course, we already rolled past the um, Target and everything else if you're just tuning in over there. Let me just get to some of these comments, family. All right. In the city, there used to be a fruit trees. The parks have edible batteries. Yeah, the same thing here. We have some trees, but they're really towards like schools and things like that. And if you try to take from it, they tell you can't take it. At least here, Miss Tonette, Miss Tonette. Mm-hmm. The city is in trouble. No, that's very true. Okay, so yeah, so the rules are basically everywhere. There we go. So let me tell you guys something. So people are moving back with family and friends. That's very much true. So I have a friend. It's like most of my friends are older. So if y'all know me and y'all been watching me for some time, most of my friends are older. And it's always been like that since I was a child. Most of my friends are like in their 50s already. I'm 30. I'm 30 something, y'all. I'm 30 something, y'all. I'm in my 30s, and most of my friends are either in their 50s or already hit 60. Um, I have like a friend. I don't socialize too much, which y'all probably already know. Y'all could probably sense that. I don't socialize too much. It's just me and my darn kids most of the time. We have a Five Below Oshkosh. So back to the story. We have more than that. We have a Carter's, Five Below Oshkosh, and a PetSmart. I haven't been in a PetSmart in a long time. So there's this lady that I do socialize with, and I believe she's about to be like 56, if I'm not mistaken. 59. Okay, yes. I don't know. I just get along with older people. People in my age group, it's like they're not there yet. Like I can't get there with them. I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing. So this lady I do know. I'm not gonna mention her name. Um, but she's in her 50s, and she has a friend, and I think he's about going on 60, if I'm not mistaken, or his late 50s. So he lives in Newark. So what happened with that? They did their whole lease agreement. They renewed their lease and all of that, and he was slapped with, you know, the lease with that price up there that he can no longer afford. 50 something years old, family. 50 something years old. And guess what? He had to move back in with his mom at 50 something years old. Yeah, it would be great, but if you live a life and you've been doing it on your own for most of your life, adulthood, it just sucks to see that you have to go back with your family. But it seems like that's the only way that a lot of us can make it. You have to move back in with your friends and family or get together just to be able to afford to live in this current economy, and it sucks. It sucks. No, we don't get fresh food delivery here. I mean, like dry goods and canned goods, definitely. Um, paper products, medicine, whatever that is in fresh. I agree. I wouldn't want someone picking up my fresh. And that's very true. If you shopping online and you have some, it's like the pickers are picked. They pick some of the worst produce out. one thing that I do when I do Walmart delivery, I would always get like bananas. I would have them bring it, because I don't know why I forget it when I go to the store, but I would have them get the bananas, and it's like they bring me the ones that's already smushy, leaking, and I'm like, yo, what am I going to do with these bananas? You know? That never can scare me either, they kids. Oh, let's get Gumba up out of here. My God, what is up with people? Oh, all right. Yeah. So that's because you're under the load and I'm trying to use. Yeah, I agree with you. And I think that so much. I be thinking, like, dang, I was born in the wrong time. Something ain't right. Because I be, not to say I really be looking at people crazy, but I be wondering sometimes, especially people in my age range, I'm like, what is it that y'all doing that y'all don't have y'all life together? And I don't mean financially, because almost everybody is struggling right now. But I mean mentally. What track are we on to make sure that we don't continue to go through this? Our children, like what is it that we're doing? Some of the stuff that I see people doing, I just be like, mm, let me sit here and sip on my coffee because I am not the one to judge. I am not God. And I try to stay away from a lot of things just because I'm not a judgmental person. I'm not a judgmental person. If a person chooses to live their life one way, that is on them. But that's why I stay away. I will definitely stay away quick in a heartbeat. I sure would. And so that's how the daughter's son, let's say, who is in his 30s, my grandson's 23. Yes, and you know what? And that seems like that's the only way it's gonna be. And the same thing like with kids going off to college. I mean, even that is even more expensive than ever right now. A college tuition costs more than your mortgage. I mean, just for the semester. I'm not talking about for the whole two. If you're going to a 2 year or 4 year, that thing costs more than a mortgage nowadays. So I don't even know how many people are actually sending their children off to college, to stay in a dorm. God damn, you need to get a job. Even people have jobs. Look where I'm at. All of this stuff is open, meaning a lot of people are employed. But most of these employees, what is it that they still need? What is it that they still need? They still need some type of government assistance to help them because the cost of living does not really match up to the what do you call it? The living wage. It doesn't match. Unfortunately, but it's true. And it sucks. But we still out here. We still making it. You can't do nothing without prayer. That's all I can. You got to start there. If you don't start nowhere, please start there. You can't do nothing without prayer. We gonna get up in the store in a little bit, Dante. I'm about to actually run inside of BJ's in a little bit. I don't have my mic, so I'm not actually gonna go live just because they be playing a lot of music in the background, and I know for a fact y'all are not gonna hear me. Um, yeah. So how many of y'all actually cut down y'all shopping over the years? I'm not gonna even talk about the recent months. How many of y'all actually cut down y'all shopping or trying to find ways to squeeze it in the budget? I think Touch the Blades. I don't know if that's a spam account. I wouldn't even respond, honestly. Yeah, a lot of spammers, they come into people. One of the reasons why I don't go live as often because I don't have like moderators. I don't have a moderator, and most of the time I don't get a chance to control the comments. So I would get rid of all of the spam if I can. But I do need to think about getting like a moderator who could come in and control the comments, especially like if I'm not able to, if I'm driving or something. Not what they can get away with paying you. Yeah, that would be great. We need that right now. Yeah, but it's a shame. A lot of these corporations, they come in, they be big corporations. When you think about places like Walmart, of course, Sam's Club and Walmart go hand in hand. If you think about places like BJ's, for instance, that we're about to go into, if you look up how much money these people bring in through sales, and of course, these companies can't make it without their employees, but yet the employees get the chump change, but they're still bringing in big numbers, you know? Have an amazing weekend. Yeah, they can't make it without us, you know? And it sucks that a person still is struggling even after coming in with three darn jobs. And all of these companies are coming in, they're all building up. So that goes to show that people are employed. They just still can't afford, to live. And it sucks. That's true too. We need to get back to that. Learning to cook everything, well, a lot of things from scratch. But it do depend on what you're cooking, though. It depends on what you're cooking, and it sucks that it has to be like this. So some of the whole ingredients that you need to make certain items are more expensive than the already made um foods. But then we got to think about what goes in those already prepared foods. It's a lot healthier if you do cook on your own, though. I'm trying to see where I'm gonna park at. Yeah, but we about to head up out of here. If you missed us from the very beginning while we was riding along, of course you can go back and watch the video whenever they decide to make it live. Because YouTube then came in, they got their own little rules and stuff that they keep switching up too, and it's crazy. Yes, family. So thank you all for coming along. Of course, this is Shauna, and I'm officially checking out for Moments with Us. You all have an amazing weekend. It's sunny out here. It's been hot. So if you are going through the heat wave that we've been going through over in New Jersey, of course, if you can stay in and stay under the air, definitely do that. Um, and that's pretty much it. Continue to pray the moment you wake up because we don't know what the heck to expect in today's economy. This is Shauna, and I'm officially checking out from Moments with Us. You all stay put, stay blessed, stay safe, and most of all, remain beautiful queens and kings. Love you all, and God bless. Peace out.